How many have heard this movie or seen the movie Sound of Music? One of my favorites. I just think it's the coolest movie. It's just good. But Julie Andrews brought the screen to life in The Sound of Music when she burst into singing "The Hills Are Alive" with The Sound of Music. I mean, that song was right from the heart. These girls sang that Amazing Grace a while ago. I mean, they put feeling in there. That was right from the heart. That's the kind of music God looks for. David, the psalmist, he wrote, "Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all the earth. Make a loud noise and rejoice and sing and praise." It came from Psalms 98, verse 4. How long has it been since you made a joyful noise? You know, it didn't have to necessarily be singing. Could have just been thank you, God, and praising God for the things that He's done, for the blessings that He put on you. Now, Psalms 98 continues in verse 5. Just make music to the Lord with the harp. It says, with the harp and the sound of singing, with the trumpets and the blast of the ram's horn, shout for joy before the Lord the King. Let the sea resound and everything in it, the world and all who live in it. Let the rivers clap their hands. Let the mountains sing together for joy. And let them sing before the Lord. For He comes to judge the earth. He'll judge the world in righteousness and the peoples with equity. And can you imagine? It's just let the sea resound. Let it reverberate. Let it just keep on. You know how the surf does? It just keeps on. You just hear it crashing. Get you one of those little beach cottages and you're singing for joy. Wouldn't it be really cool to join in with them? What a chorus it would be if you joined in with the mountains and in with the sea and the rivers. Activity. He sang praises when the Red Sea collapsed back in on the horsemen. He sang praises to God that God had blocked the enemy from coming after him. And well, when David played the harp for him, so music apparently healed him. That came from 1 Samuel 16:23. And Luke 1:46 and 47 says, Mary composed a song. She was so excited, so happy, so thankful when the angel told her that she was going to be the mother of Jesus. She composed her own song. Her heart was filled with music. You know, it's got praise and it inspires us, refreshes and relaxes. You mothers have all sang lullabies to the kids to get them to go to sleep tonight. You know, daddies couldn't really get that lullaby to sound sweet enough to do it, so that's what the moms had to do. Sung a lullaby. Got the pace down slow and comforting and relaxing. And then sometimes you need to pick me up. And you put that fast song on. Sleep with the band come down the street, the marching band. You get so excited your heart beats faster. That's the way it is when we're singing praises to God. How about some of these other songs? You know, Go High Up on a Mountain. There's a lot of those songs that make the hills. There's a song, Shall We Gather by the River. The settings, they're all different, but they're praising the same God. It's just like us. There's not any one of the two of us that were made with the same set of plans. Every one of us is different. It's a different song to sing. Old Saul, he was just about as wicked as they come when it comes to not paying attention to what God wanted him to do. But yet, Every time David got the harp back and started playing, it brought old Saul back to where he belonged. Got him back in the right court with God. I don't know about you guys, but I think a lot of times we get to listen to the words of the music and we lose our thought. We got just instruments playing. We hear the music and we can get our own song going with God. A lot of times we just got to let other people know what God did for us. We got to make our own song. Don't mean we have to sing it. There's two fellas who was laying in a hospital. One was recovering from a broken back, and the other fella had a heart attack. Well, the fella that had the heart attack, he's laying over here next to the window. And the guy that had broke his back, he's laying over against the wall. And of course, with a broke back, he couldn't do anything but just lay there. But the other fellow would tell him what was happening outside the window. He said, "Oh, the spring is coming, the flowers are blooming." He said, "Look, the little pond out there, there's two ducks swimming out there on the pond. Some little children out there by the pond, they're looking at the ducks. And, oh, the sky's pretty, there's not a cloud in the sky." And every day he would tell the fellow with a broken back how pretty it was outside and what he saw. One day the fellow that was over by the window got called home to be with God. Well, the fellow that was over there next to the wall asked the nurse, he said, "Could you wheel my bed over there now and let me be by the window?" And the nurse said, "Sure." So she wheeled his bed over and he had to lift his head up so he could see over the windowsill. And what did he see? He saw a brick wall right outside that window. He said, "Nurse," he said, "I don't understand." He said, "He told me of all this beauty that was out there." The nurse said, "He was blind. He was telling you what his heart felt." We can tell people what our heart feels, what God's done for us and what he makes us see. Sometimes we get out here and sing a song that's not alive with music. Sometimes it's not alive with anything because we paint such a big picture. Sometimes we have to paint a picture to people. We have to share what God's done for us. There's no blueprint for it because God gives us every one of us, a different story to tell. He gives us each a different task. Why? I mean, the little tasks that we have. I mean, we might cook. I know a lady that's got a reputation here of making chocolate pies that people just, is that lady going to be there making chocolate pies? We'll be there. Now she's got a song to sing. God uses us all, gives us all a song to sing. This church right here might be just passing out the brochures and invite somebody to come. God's done a lot for me. I'll tell you what. You go out here and people say, "You're a pastor of that church down in Glasgow?" I said, "I sure am, and I'm proud of it. Bill Wells has told us about you." That's what it's all about. If we're telling people about what God's done for us, can you imagine if everybody got out there and shared what God did for them?